Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. They said I had a Vero on the product. I've had that polo listed for at least 6 months, maybe even a year. Yeah, it had a patch on it. It said Ryder Cup, but well, it was a Nike polo, you know. I don't know, man. I've been selling this kind of stuff for a long time, and then now I get this. What's up, guys? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about my Vero that I got from eBay. This has to be the first time I've gotten an actual Vero. Now, I've gotten items taken down because it was a military uniform that was too current. I've also gotten items taken down because they were like a shipping company, UPS, FedEx. I've had items like that taken down, but never have I gotten a Vero. Now, what do you do when you get a Vero? Well, pretty much you're kind of on thin ice with eBay. There's chances you could get suspended. There's things that they can do to really mess up your money income based on Veros. This item that I had was a used Nike Polo. It had Ryder Cup right on the front. It was a patch, and I put Ryder Cup in the title. So maybe that was my error. Usually, whenever I have patches, I just put embroidery on the front or embroidery on the sleeve in the description, but I don't put anything in the title. So yeah, maybe it's my fault, but why did this show up now? The SKU on this item was in the 12,000s. Currently, we're on 26,000 for SKUs. So this was an extremely old item. I think that means it's like close to a year old. Now all of a sudden, eBay started knocking it down for Vero. So I think eBay is tightening up on what they're doing with the Vero process. I don't know if I have any other shirts that say Ryder Cup on it. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get hit again for another type of, name that I have inside a title. And these aren't even new items. Now, typically, I've heard from people that if you have new tag products, you can get Veros a lot quicker, a lot easier. I've heard Viore, if it's pre-owned, you can get a Vero. I haven't had any from that, but it looks like eBay's definitely making some changes. Now, I don't really want to go through all my items. I have 3,000 items listed currently, and it would take a lot of time to kind of figure out, okay, is there a chance this one could get Vero? So what do I do now that I received the one Vero? Well, eBay took the listing down, but it still shows up in my drafts as like, policy issue. So I can't actually delete it. I don't know if it just goes away. You can kind of fight this, I guess. There's a process where you can either email, I think it's Ryder Cup's email or somebody in there, and ask them about, hey, this wasn't a legit item, but I wasn't trying. I don't know what you would really say, right? So I'm just going to get rid of the item. I'm not going to list the item again. I'm not going to relist and just not put Ryder Cup because I don't want any chances that like that image somehow file was saved and they can see it again. I really don't know, and I really don't want to mess with it, but am I concerned about some of my other items? Yes and no. I mean, I don't know. How many Veros do you have to get kicked off of eBay? I guess that would be a pretty big deal. If it's like 3 strikes, you're out, and I already have 1 strike, that would be a bit of an issue. But am I going to go through the rest of the store? Probably not. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments below. I'm a little on edge. I heard some people on the Trash to Cash podcast. They brought on a couple people to their recent episode, and they were talking about this, and I don't know, man. eBay seems like they might be losing market share and are trying to protect their brands so that the brands stay on there. So they're, coming down on people who they think might be doing counterfeit or malpractice. I don't know if malpractice is the right word. Probably just like, shady stuff like shenanigans on eBay, which we've all seen. But yeah, I don't really know how to go about it, especially in the used market, right? I mean, these are used items, and I guess I could just search Ryder Cup in my entire store, and then maybe if there's another one, I guess I could take that down. That's probably something that I could do within a minute. But do I want to go and guess like a Harley Davidson shirt? I mean, I've heard people get it if they have that type of patch on like an item that's not a Harley Davidson item. That was actually a Commonwealth picker type thing he talked about. So I don't know. I guess I can look, but a lot of times I don't even put that. But yeah, who knows? I mean, you guys let me know if you've had this experience before. Let me know if you have like a method or some type of thing that you do to prevent yourself from running into this issue again. If it's like a note on your computer, or you just know, okay, if there's a patch, I don't talk about it at all. Yeah, I'm not really sure because I feel like I have PGA on a couple items. Because I do sell a lot of golf stuff. I feel like PGA is written on a few titles. So what if I get a Vero for PGA? So I get Ryder Cup, PGA, and then I'm at 2 Veros. So that would be a pretty big problem. If it came to it, I guess eBay would suspend me before they get rid of my store. That's possible. I don't think they care how big your store is. I mean, we've seen Daily Refinement lose his account, and it was massive, making eBay tons of money, but they got rid of it. So they definitely would get rid of mine. I don't think they would have any problem just shutting it down. So we need to kind of figure out, all right, what are the next steps? What do we do to prevent this from happening? And yeah, so like, am I worried? I don't know, not entirely, but should I do something about it? Probably. Should I be a little more proactive than make a YouTube video talking about it? Maybe, but I think putting a video out there, you can get a lot of feedback from resellers that watch this channel. There's a lot of beginners, of course, but there's also a lot of seasoned vets in the community. So I guess I'm just kind of reaching out, like, help, what do you do? I know my friend Brian Roning's dealt with multiple Veros, so I probably need to ask him, but I feel like all his was new attacks. I think he did a few either Marshalls or Burlington type items and then got hit with the Vero on a couple. So I really thought that was the main way you were going to get a Vero. So a little stumped, a little shaken, but not stirred. I don't know. I'm still ready to go. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep selling. I have a lot of good items that I picked up. I still need to get that sourcing video. I need to either buy another microphone and keep it like in my car, but the early mornings when I source, I forget to get all my like camera gear and my mic and things like that. So it's like microphone, tripod. That's kind of the main things I need, and I keep forgetting. So kind of stinks, but yeah, just follow on Instagram. Sometimes I post some of my finds, and I am going to keep doing like the haul videos because that's pretty much the end of the sourcing trip. So I know you guys like seeing me in the store, looking like physically through the items, but when I do the haul, that's pretty much what I found at the store. So I figure maybe I'll go in more detail of why I bought what I bought, and you guys can get an idea of like, oh, I had that same idea, or oh, should I have bought this? Oh yeah, Sean actually said he bought it because of this in his last video. So maybe that can help, and that's kind of what I think the best value I can provide with the time that I have to devote to the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys keep watching, and be careful, be safe, and get you one of these guys to talk about your problems with. All right, it's I don't know. He seems so like beat up, and you know what? I get it. It's hard. It's hard running a business. It's hard keeping track of everything, but it's rewarding if you can figure out how to do it. So hopefully you guys out there can do the same, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Yeah, you don't think it was too weird, do you? I mean, I don't know. I mean, sure, it's not like you're talking to yourself, right? I mean, you're talking to somebody, you know. A little one-sided, no doubt, but I don't think they're going to think nothing of it. And maybe they'll have something to say about the Vero, maybe not. Maybe they won't even watch. Maybe it'll be a 0-view upload. Like, I don't think that's possible at this point, but, No, we're cool. Yeah, we're cool. For sure. For sure, yeah, absolutely, yeah. No, absolutely, yeah. People still like me. They still like me.